Bianca Moreno and I'm going to talk about Japan. The capital of Japan is Tokyo. Manga and anime. Something special about Japan. I'm going to talk about 5 things. Something special, something different about traditions.
Sakuras. It is a reminiscent about Hachiko, a beautiful Hanabi people. Kyoto Hanamachi. Kyoto is an island of Fuji.
My name is Bianca Moreno and I'm going to talk about Japan. Japan is located in the east of Asia, the east of Korea, and the southeast of Russia. How we can see in this map? Here is Japan, and all of this is Asia. The meaning of the word Japan is the rising sun, like its flag. It's a white rectangle and in the center has a red circle. The red circle means or represents the god of the sun, and the white rectangle means honesty and force. Japan is a country, is an island that is composed by 6,847 islands. But I'm going to mention the main islands, like Hokkaido, Tohoku, Kanto, Chubu, Kansai, Shugoku, Shikoku, and Kyushu. The capital of Japan is Tokyo, and Tokyo has 13.23 million of people. Japan is a parliamentary monarchy, and its weather is like rainy and wet. Japan doesn't have a main language, a official language, because they believe in culture, pluricultural people and other people and other countries. Also, they respect the environment and respect people, take care of people, and they think that others are part of them, and this is important. Well, I'm going to talk about entertainment from Japan. There are 2 special things: manga and anime. First of all, I'm going to talk about manga. Manga is like a book, like a comic. To be true, the word manga means comic. There are 3 important or 3 famous kind of comics: the American comic, the Franco-Belgian comic, and the manga. Something different about manga is that you read it from right to left. Usually, you read comics from left to right, like a book. But in Japan, it's not in this way. Something different or something special about Japan is that landscapes are common. You see a hospital, you see a city, you see a forest, you see a house, but characters are different. They have big eyes and the face are like triangle. Yes, but it's because the Western influence. Because Japan need to increase their economy in the past, and the answer was manga. So drawers and writers create a manga similar or something like Western side, like Europe, American, France, yeah. So they decide to create characters with big eyes and common landscapes. For that reason, manga is designed in that way, but the modern manga, because all of this modern manga was based on the story or the history of Japan. The first manga was created in 1790 to 1912. And it was because they need to express the government, to say to the government, wait, this is wrong, and it was in the past, so the way to express it was manga in general. The father of manga was Katsushika Hokusai, and he created manga about samurais and war, and it was like controversial, was something different, something famous, something that in that time was spectacular. Yeah, so people began to design manga more and more until that time. Now I'm going to talk about anime. Anime is something that is based on manga. First of all, the name was Senga Eiga, that was like drawer movies, and after that was Doga, movement images, movement photos, and after that was animation. Yes, all of this was the name of anime. Anime is a movie or like a series that are draw, all the characters, all the landscape are draw, and it have a movement. All of the story has movement. Manga has different um, genres: um, science fiction, romance, drama, thriller. There are some of these kind of anime. What is special about anime is that it has only one flat, like the second, the 2D, the second D flat. Has all of the same movements, and all of these are at the first time is drawer. Now I'm going to talk about 5 things about Japan. Something special, something different about places, about traditions, all of this now.
Sakuras. It is a cherry tree that grows up in the different islands in Japan. It has a meaning. First of all, sakuras have a short lifetime. 1 week after its flowering, leaves fall down and the flower loses its beauty. It brings a thought about ephemeral, a short time to show its beauty. Hanafubuki is the word to describe the nostalgic moment. Also, samurais are represented with this flower because they had to be honest and with an inner beauty. Who has not listened about Hachiko, a beautiful loyal dog that without hesitation he decided to wait its owner in a train station until his death. This Akita was found in the street by Hidesaburo Ueno, agricultural engineer's teacher, in 1923, but he died in 1925 because of stroke. Hachiko was used to wait its owner in Shibuya Station after he died, and street sellers decided to take care of him because they knew who was the dog. The government made a statue of Hachiko, but they had to destroy it to make weapons in 1944. But in 1947, after the war, they built it again. Hanabi. The word in English means fireworks. The word han means flower and ebi means fire. This festival is too important around the world. You can see in the sky beautiful shapes by fireworks. It was used to drive away evil spirits, but now it is used to honor dead people. Kyoto Hanamachi. Kyoto is an island of Japan. There are some neighborhoods called Hanamachi. There, you can find geishas, who are girls raised to be companions. They know about instruments, dance, and good manners. They look for their customers, have a good experience. There are a myth which geishas were or are prostitutes, but this is fake. Geishas never discredit their reputation. Since they were girls, they had to learn houseworks until they are 17 years old, when old geishas decide to teach each one of them and join to them in her date. If a rich man, because her company is expensive, decide to be with her, she began her work like a geisha. They are raised in a special house called okiya, but when girls are learning, they have to pay some money to okiya. Maiko is the girl who is learning, and geisha is the girl who is working. Mount Fuji is a beautiful and holy mountain that some days has a mist layer. It has a legend. It's about an old couple that could not have sons. They lived cutting bamboo, but one day the husband cut a strange stick with a little girl with him. The couple decided to adopt her. The girl grew up like a beautiful lady called Kaguya Hime, and people was haunted with her beauty. The emperor met her, and because she always rejected her suitors, he sent letters and gifts, but she always rejected him. One day, she told to her parents that she came from the moon, that she was a princess in the moon, and someone was coming for her soon. For that reason, she always rejected her suitors. However, parents told it to the emperor, and he tried to hold her in the earth, but it was in vain. A cloud picked her up. Before she left, she gave to the emperor a letter and an elixir of eternal life. People said that the emperor, one day in full moon, climbed up the Mount Fuji and burned both gifts. For that reason, there are a mist around the mountain because the gifts continue burning.